Alright, I really hope this works. This is like the 10th time I've tried to record a video in this fucking hellhole, and they haven't worked. Most of them have been pretty, let's just say, normal. This one is going to be much more angering for me. If you don't know what is up on the screen currently, this is Yandere Simulator, or however the fuck. Look, I don't care how you say it. I don't care. The issue I have with this game is the person who's making it, Yandere Yandere Dev, whatever his fucking name is. I don't care. He seems like an all-around awful person, but I don't care about that. That isn't my business. That is whoever's business. It needs to be, but it's not mine. What offends me the most is he's getting something like $5,200 a month on Patreon to make this game. And then he puts out 2 videos whining about how he can't get it done in time because he hasn't got enough time because of blah 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 blah. Meanwhile, while spending time and time and time streaming on Twitch, making shitty videos on his YouTube channel, which people give him excuses for. Once again, you know what? As offensive as that is to me, that's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because if this is the only video you've watched of mine, I'll just quickly introduce. My name is Jason. Okay, I am a software engineer for a radio communications company. I primarily work on UI and database management. I work in C++. I work with many different tools. I have a degree in games programming, a bachelor's degree. And I've been doing programming for about 15 years. Professionally, only for about 4. But I have about 15 years of actual coding experience. I've been doing it since I was about 14. In that time, I've made many prototypes, many things. I've learned to do things very quickly. I've learned about, especially when doing the game stuff, I've learned about like basic design and optimization, and just basic coding skills. When I did my course, there was about 40 people that started the programming side of the course, and now 5 people graduated. Because people think coding is easy, because it's games. It's not. Coding is only easy if you have the right mindset and you can dedicate that part of your brain to actually focusing on it. Programming games and programming is no different. But programming games is actually harder. For me, I went from programming games to programming static things. It's a real-time application at work, but you know what? It doesn't have to be as accurate. That said, I took all my games knowledge and I made this thing awesome. I do it really well. I know, big head, whatever. I do it well because I know what I'm doing. And when I don't know what I'm doing, I know enough to know I know enough to know I don't know what I'm doing. I either ask for help, I do research, or whatever else I need to do, trial and error. When you work on your own and you're not a professional, there is no one to stop you from reinforcing your bad habits and to make your stuff better. That is going to be painfully obvious as I go through this video. That is what has happened. Now, why have I got the game up on the screen? Well, for one, it's a good intro. For 2, I'm going to show you the first bit of design that I noticed that shows me that this person is not ready to be making any kind of game, let alone one he's getting paid for. Look on the screen right now. Look at your keyboard, specifically your WASD keys. Put your fingers, W-A-D, like that. Choose your character in your mind. What happens? I'm rocking, I am angry about this. This is how angry I am because I just watched these 2 videos about why everything's delayed. What is wrong? What is on the left of your W key? What is on the right of your W key? What is on the left of your screen? What is on the right of your screen? Oh, be quiet. This is not a single issue. Sorry, I can't choose a female lover. Not only is the thing off the screen, I can't fucking change it. Look, again. Look, again, it's the same thing. It is the very first thing I noticed because it is bad design. Man, this game makes me angry. Go away. Now, I have Unity open. I've been testing some stuff to make sure I'm not talking shit. I have... Ignore my very, very dirty to sort folder. I have the Yandere dev current. I just finished downloading this. I have the... Well, I didn't finish downloading. I just finished updating it. So, checking for updates. It had nothing. The current assembly of this game. These two files here contain all the code. These two? One of the two. I've got it open here anyway. I'm going to open them both. I'm pretty sure C# has... Oh, yeah, they're all the... Oh, God, this is his code, isn't it? Oh, fuck. No, it's not. I'm going to just pretend it's not, because it doesn't look like it. No, it looks too neat to be his. Anyway, so I have his code decompiled. Now, this is my code decompiled from a C# project I've been doing. This is my code decompiled from a Java thing I've been doing, but it converted to C#, as you can see up there, top left. Which is another thing I'll get onto a bit later, that's fine. And there's this other pack of code, I'm not sure what's in here. I think this is... I don't know, I don't think this is his. I think this is from the Unity base stuff. So he's got some base stuff in there. That's fine. I don't care about that. You can use it if it's there. Why bother rewriting the code? Sorry, my wife has just left with the child. I have to make sure she is okay. So, why am I making this video? Well, after I started watching those two videos from Yandere Sim, I opened his code again. Now, last time I went from the top. I just went down a couple of things and looked at some things. This time I went from the bottom. And the very first thing I clicked on was this. And I swear, I nearly had a fucking aneurysm. Because this person is meant to be a proper programmer. And this kind of shit makes every one of us look terrible. Because this is why your game runs like shit. This is why you need someone to come in and refactor it. But this is also why you won't let anyone see your shit. The issue is you used a managed code engine so we can decompile it. So fuck yourself. Why am I so angry? Okay. So let's go firstly for a bit of background. He said he's using Java, and he's using Java. Who cares? Java's dumb. He said he wanted to port it to C#, but that would take months and months and months and months. I once drank 14 cups of coffee during a normal work day, got very, very sick, had to leave early, and still managed to port an entire game from Java to C# in Unity. Why do I remember how many cups of coffee I had? Because I had way too many cups of coffee. Nothing related to the work, they got a new blend of coffee and it tasted really fucking good. It was about in 4 hours. It's not hard. Java and C# are almost interchangeable, which is why Java can compile to C# or Visual Basic or whatever the fuck IL is. I won't pretend to know everything. God, Charlotte. Charlotte's the reason I'm making this. She makes me angry by sending me things that make me angry, and she does it on purpose. I'm fucking sure of it. Anyway, so because there is this conversion, I wanted to make sure that, well, two things. Firstly, I wanted to make sure that when I decompiled a C# file into a C# file, that looked exactly the same. And if I close... Oh god, Yandere script. That is the one I remember. I'm going to go that a bit later. But so this is my... I'm doing... this is actually code I've written in a video. Okay, and I will show you this. What's a better one? This. Okay? This is exactly what it looks like in C#. Exactly. even down to the formatting of this, exactly the same. Which I use proper formatting, so I guess whatever. But then we have JavaScript. So I've compiled a JavaScript. Sorry about the mouse noise. I open it. Oh, that's the wrong one. This one. It doesn't quite look the same. There are some weird things going on with this. Sorry. So this is the actual code. So I've got a global variable and I've got some new variables and I do some assigning. It doesn't quite look the same. But the two things I want you to take notice of is this, the 2f, and this, num2 equals num, and this. Why does it do it like an int? That's why. Alright, that makes sense. So, okay, in that case, we're going to take notice of this. I don't use JavaScript very much, so it's terrible. And I'll explain why. Nothing is typed. Everything is a var. That's so dumb. So dumb. Sorry, I'm actually angry enough that I can't calm myself down. So what's happening here is I'm creating a global variable. This one happens to be an int. I'm then creating a float. I am assigning another float to the float. I'm assigning a float to the float, a float to the float, and a float to the int. So this compiles down to new int equals 3, new number equals float, new number equals other number, other float equals float. Now it removes the function variable, but does not remove the global variable because it needs to access it. So that's fine. You know, things are called num2 num. That's fine. I will ignore. Fucking hell. I will ignore that in the code. I will forgive him for that. The rest, and this is important. This 2f and this num. It is very, very important. Might not seem it, but it does. Okay. So this is the script I opened. Oh my god. Let me just. I need to. I'm sorry. I need to explain myself in a second. So let's reload this. Let me show you this code. Oh, fuck. This is IL Spy, by the way, in case you didn't grab that. Oh, I didn't even do it. Let me just write a the engine dot. You know what? I can't think about Java right now. It's giving me a fucking headache. But I need it to actually compile the variables out. Which makes it even weirder because this is the neat version of his code. And if this is the neat version of his code, I think I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack if I ever saw his actual code. Ah, you fucking dick. Maybe that will work. Fuck, I hate Java. I just want my compiled code to look like my uncompiled code. I don't need you to do things in between. I just want you... Oh my fucking fuck. Am I actually building this? Ah. So what has he done to make that happen? I'm not building it. I'm a bad human being. I'm complaining about someone else's code while my code is so bad. Okay. All right. Oh man, this gives me a fucking headache. How did he do that? Hang on. Java multisign. Because I know you can do it in C++. I don't know how to do it in Java. Oh. Apparently that? Sorry, I need to have it up on the screen so I can show you what's happening and I can explain why it's fucking stupid. Alright. I'm usually not this bad at code. Like, I'm actually really good. But I'm getting angry. Alright, there we go. Stop sending me shit. God damn it. Okay. So this code is nonsensical, but it shows how it takes your Java code and converts it to C# code. Now, if you don't know much about coding, this whole video is not going to make a lot of sense. But if you even have like the smallest amount of coding knowledge, you'll see why this starts to become a problem. Oh. So, here we go. I'm scared. I'm scared I'm not going to be able to keep myself centered. Alright. So I'm going to ignore the fact that he has all these variables here. Because they are globals, you do not do globals. Globals are bad. And I know that Unity use globals for their things, but you know what? It does not matter. You should not use globals. I use globals, but you know what? I'm a hypocrite. You know what? No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't penalize him for the global stuff. It's encouraged in Unity by the way the Unity inspector stuff works. So, like, I've got this global float here, so you can do stuff in the inspector. That's when the global variables come to play. So you know what? No, I'm sorry, Yandere dev. That is okay. I've ranted for 20 minutes already, nearly. All right, so I'm not even going to go into this actual code. I'm just going to the if statement. Oh man, this gives me a fucking headache. What is he doing? You know what? Let's. Oh, fucking! This is the update statement. He does this every frame. There are so many things wrong. All right. I'm so mad. Let's go into this. So, once again, if you don't know much about code, I'm not going to explain it. I'm assuming you have coding knowledge, you know what variable scope is, you know what constructors are, you know what garbage collection is, you know what multiple assignment stuff does, and all that stuff. I'm going to assume you know all of that. This is what is happening. So he's getting this float x, right, from this, whatever this function does. Move the value, so what's the return? Oh, I'm guessing the return is the x value it comes back to. Sorry. And then he's going, okay, I'm going to create a new position based on this transform's position. And then I'm going to create a number which is equal to position x, which is equal to x. So x is equal to, x gets assigned to both of these. Then I can create a vector that is the same as the position, which is the same as this position up here. What is he doing? Then he's going to do the z transformation. Then he's going to create another position which is equal to the same position up here. He's going to create another number which is equal to the z, which is equal to the z. And this vector which is equal to this, which is equal to this. none of these can be used. I'm sorry, this just blew my mind. I gotta find what this mathf thing does. Reload all, come on. That's fine, whatever, I don't care. So mathf dot move towards. The current value gets returned. Alright, let's mathf move towards. Let's read it together. Alright, the same as math lerp. Oh, fucking Jesus, excuse me. So, lerp. I said lerp. Linearly interpolates between A and B by T. So let's see the way they use it. Okay, so the return value is the new value, according to this. So the position is made up from, it's moving the x from the minimum to the maximum with a delta of t. And then it does some other shit we don't give a fuck about. Okay, alright. So the value that lerp returns so the interpolated float between the two float values, that's fine. So y is yeah, so it does the same thing. Okay. Alright. So that means that this x, oh my god. So what? Oh my god, this code is so bad, it's actually given me a... It's... Alright, let's figure this out together, peeps. So we're getting x, so new float x, and that is equal to the interpolated, I can't spell, x value. Alright, sweet. Then we're creating a vector position, which is equal to current position. Yes, okay. Let's bring it over here so we can see the entire thing. Alright. Then we're creating float number, which is equal to position.x equal to x. So that means that that is equal to x, and that is equal to x, okay? So I'm just going to put a gap between these things. And then we're making a vector3 vector, which is equal to position. So which is currently equal to current position. Right? What have I done? Okay, hang on. So, sorry, vector3 vector, which is equal to position, which is currently equal to the current position. And we've got vector float number, so that's x. Sorry, I'm rambling. And then we're making this current transform, so current position is also equal to position, which is equal to current position. Oh, the x is changed. Okay. Changed x. Alright, you know what? Alright, fine. Jesus Christ, this is fucking bad code. So then we're getting float z, which is equal to interp z value. I'm not going to try to spell it again. Then we got vector 3 position 2, which is equal to current position. Then we got float num2, which is equal to z. Then we have this should be, God, position is a weird word. It just looks like it's always spelt wrong. We've got position 2.z is equal to z. And then we have vector 3, vector 2, which is equal to current position. Sorry, which is equal to position 2. And then we have current position, which is equal to position 2. Alright. Sorry, I had a moment, because this is bad. So, what he's doing here is he's zooming into the hips, I assume, X and Z, right? What this should be is he needs to get the... This is what the code should be. And I'm going to try to do it in Java because I don't want to be a fucking hypocrite. So let's say we have vector 3... Oh, I hate Java, nothing fucking works. Hips, we have... And we have camera, or current. Okay, so those are defined elsewhere. We don't know about those. We're not defining them ourselves, we're just... God, I hate fucking Java. Current, sorry. So what we should be doing is getting those two positions and going, okay, current, or making a new one, a new position is equal to vector 3 mathf dot fuck it, does it move towards, and it's, what is it, hips x, no, it's current x, hips x, and fucking float value value equals, which is the interpolation speed. I can't be fucked doing this properly. I'm doing this rushed, and look at this, okay? And then we do the same thing again, but we're going to take current.y, and then we're going to do this for z. That is what he's doing. Okay? In this would be coming from somewhere else, this would be coming from somewhere else, and this would be a constant. All he'd do is, and you wouldn't even have to do this, you just have to go or alternatively you do which is probably the better option because you're not creating a new vector. So this is bad. Even that's bad. This is all it should be. 2 lines. This is what it is. This number is never used. This vector is never used. Position is never used. Position 2 is used, but for some reason, whatever. Num2 is never used. Vector 2 is never used. All these created variables on the update loop. Now, this is only for one part of this update loop, for one script. Now, you'll only be saving like a millisecond, very, very maximum a millisecond. Probably even less, a few cycles, whatever. But this is in 8 lines of code. He has this much waste. This is why the game doesn't run properly. This is why everything takes so long. He doesn't know what he's doing. Oh god, this is... This update loop is ridiculous. But then you have things like this, okay? This is what I was speaking about before when you go into my script and it's got this and this, okay? The way Java works is whatever you assign it to when you create it, so here I'm assigning an integer, here I'm assigning a floating point variable. So that variable is now a float. This variable up here is now an int, even though I want it to be a float. So then when I come and do this, I need to make them both floats. When I do this, that one, I need to convert it back to an int. That all takes time. Not a lot, I will admit, not a lot, probably not anything significant, but it needs to be done. Obviously there are ways around it. You define it properly, you don't use Java, whatever. But this is what happens. You got to do this cast. So when you go back to this Zoom script, look at the casts. Just look at all of these casts. It should not be there. There's so many. This is what he's done is he's created, from the look of this script, he's created one camera. Is there any time you would have, like, look at all these multiple assigns and these unused variables. I don't know why they are here. Is there any time where these multiple things are going to happen? So you're going to change like multiple states. So are you going to be following hips and not following hips? Obviously not. Are you going to be following hips and crouching? But then you're editing position. So it's doing it in some kind of order. You could easily do this in like a stack of scripts, or I don't know, specialized behavior for each one. So you're not checking these scripts and these if statements every loop. Or when you change these things. So when you, I guess these are just bulls, so that's okay. But then you have to go and get Yandere. Oh no, I'm not ready for that one yet. I can't open that one yet. I know what's in that one. That was the one that sent me bonkers last time. See, then he's doing lerping after... Sorry, it's very touchy, this thing. After he's done the interpolation. Ah, it's a delta time. Okay, never mind. So, this value here would be time.delta. Or whatever the... Once again, I haven't used the interpolation features, but you know what? I just learnt them. It's this kind of stuff that, like, I look at. This is when I see this kind of stuff at work, I get so mad, because this is a professional place. People who get paid lots and lots of money to code, and they can't fucking do it. So I'm perpetually angry. Anyway, let's go up to the next script. YouTube script. Yeah, float conversion, whatever. It's got a manual timer. Interesting. Whatever. Zombie spawner. And what am I doing? I've been ranting for 35 minutes about someone else's code. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I had a day off because I've had some health issues, and I'm here ranting about someone else's shitty code. Oh my god, this update script. You know, let's title script. These multi-assigns are everywhere, these unused variables. Oh my god. And this is all stuff that you can set when you instantiate it. When you fuck off, okay? I don't need you anymore. Can I open another project from here? Project. Let's go. Yeah, Nympho Simulator. That's a long story. Let's go to the backend tutorials. No, that's the wrong one. Quit. Fuck it. Whatever. When you create a instantiable object in Unity, you could set the parameters. So this kind of thing should be set. What is going on in this update script? He's doing manual animation blending. Oh my god, this update. There is no reason an update script, an update function should be this long in so many scripts. Oh my dear fucking god. Oh my god. Notepad. Alright. Int num equals 0. Wow, good typing. Color equals first material color. Material color. Float number 2 is equal to the float conversion of 0, because it's an int. The color.a is equal to the float conversion of 0. Color 2 is equal to color. The first beam material color. Oh, you fucking Yanks with your goddamn spelling. It makes me feel fucking dirty. There you go. First beam material color is equal to color. I better go back because it's what he's typed. There's a U in color, you fucking heathens. Okay. All of this, what he has done is this. That. Fuck! Moving on. We have int num 3 equals 0. Wait, where's num 2? Oh, I missed one. No, there it is. Okay. I promise I know what I'm doing. So int num 3 is 0. Then we go color 3 is equal to the second beam material color. Okay. Then we're doing float num4 is equal to 0. Color 3 dot a is equal to 0. But the float conversion is 0. Oh, fuck me. Java and him together. It's like puking on a pile of shit. Oh fuck! I'm having an aneurysm. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. Okay. Color 4 is equal to color 3, and the second beam material color is equal to color 3. All he's doing is reset. This is the start function. Oh my god. And it's just more of the same shit, setting things to 0 in the most difficult way possible. Not even going to touch that. Jukebox. Okay, whatever. This dot boss equals true. At least he's using up the Boolean variable instead of checking the clip is equal to this boss intro thing. He's not, is he? Okay. Alright, that's just like a... Oh my god, I need to... Oh dear god. I'm sorry, I can't bear this wastage. It's like seeing your favorite beer being poured down into the drain. Why all these double assigns and things that are never used? Alright, let's do it. Yandere script. I assume this is going to be... Oh my god, what is this garbage? That this will be assigned to a character, and that will be... Oh my god. Yes. Oh my good lord. Oh, here we go. So creating a bunch of empty shit on top of all this, apparently. Setting a bunch of things, that's fine, whatever, I don't care. Player prefs. Panties equipped. He's using player prefs for everything. Oh my. So player prefs in Unity is... It's a save system that works with the Windows registry. I'm not sure how it does it on Linux, but in Windows it's on the registry. People who can't code use it as a way to exchange data between classes, but it's very, very slow. And don't even let me get started on how much this particular line annoys me. Oh, good lord. This is the update function. Oh, God. This is the update function for the main character, okay? Look at where this fucking bar is. We're just going to go down to the bottom of it. And then there's a late update as well, which is done after the updates for everything. Okay, how many fucking lines is this thing? Oh god, I'm whew. Oh Jesus, help me. It's 4,600 lines, this entire file. Okay, alright, okay. Oh god, there's more update functions. Oh. Reset senpai effects. Okay. That's late update. That means this is update. So that from 1033 to 3770, 2740 lines of code for an update function on one thing. That doesn't include any things it might branch off to. I'm having a bit of trouble concentrating now. I'm just in software engineering, you should make functions compact so they're readable. And if you need to go and do many things inside of one function, you branch it out to other functions. There was a function in the code at work for a phone book that would process a directory request, or the data from a directory request. It was 3,000 lines long, and it had about 10 different steps. And each one of those 10 steps had smaller sub-steps. So you broke them up, and it became 25 functions, each with its own really identifiable name of what it did. So, like split contacts out, assign contact to database, whatever it was. And it all became very much more readable. And then you have shit like this, where the input function, the update function is like 3,000 lines long, with maybe he has commenting in his code and it doesn't get compiled in. I know it doesn't get compiled in, but oh my god. Like, this is done every frame, okay? So every frame, there's all this wasted conversions. There are these variables that never get used. Oh, sorry, it's getting used. But then you got like these multiple assigns that I don't... Sorry. This is the kind of thing that you would use a state machine on. So, like in the case of, let's find one that's a bit easy to explain. Can move, okay. So you would have a state machine for being able to move. And when you can move, you swap out the update function for can move. And when you can't move, you swap out the one for can't move. This is his version of pause. No. Bad. The game should be a state machine for what state it's currently in. Is it in a menu? Is it paused? Is it in multiplayer, single player? That kind of thing. So you don't need to do, well, for this, to see if this actual... Pause. Oh. Oh, God. What is this magic bullshit number? Where's show? I thought it was a function. It's a bool. It doesn't make sense. It should be shown. Do you not know English, mate? I can't. I'm sorry. This is actually making me feel sick. I've been ranting for 50 minutes about this fucking shit. Oh. Hey, at least he's updating the selection. Oh, my lord. These should not be magic numbers. I can't. When you do a menu, yes, you want to wrap around. What you do is you create a variable somewhere that you use for everything. So this is the end row. When you're at this row, you need to flip back down to the other end. You don't hard code it, because you're going to hard code it in 100 different places. You have to fucking find them all. What else we got? Like scrolling texture. Oh, that's gonna overflow at some point. And also I'm fairly sure that breaks. That would break the instancing stuff that it does when you render something. Oh my god, this is the settings menu. See, he knows how to use these, like, assign and multiply and stuff variables. He doesn't use them anywhere else. Can I bring up an FPS counter? Is that what that said I can do? Whatever. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm actually getting really, really angry because this is a person who does not know how to code. Why am I ranting about someone who can't code for a full hour? Because he gets paid more than I do, and I can code. And I know that's very bitter, but you know what? I cannot afford to go and do my own projects because I do have that baby that is not right there. And I have to work, which is fine. You know what? I enjoy my work. I get paid quite good for it. I'm not complaining. But when you hear this person's excuses, you have to be abnormal to not get angry. And these people are throwing more money at him. Like, I'm just going to... We can all see how bad my internet is together. I'm downloading. What am I downloading? The Simpsons. I don't even like the show. $5,500 a month. US. Just, I'm not going to comment. Just, I want you to take a minute. If I reach my $5,000 per month goal, I could pay 3 professional level volunteers $500 per month for more assistance, or pay 1 professional level volunteer $1,500 per month for more assistance, or split the money between 2 professional level volunteers. That's him pocketing $3,500 a month himself. $17 people are pledging $100 or more a month. Based on my viewing history, this idiot. Look at this. Look. This is who you're giving your money to. Someone who does not have... I'm going to go try to find the start of 2017. There. Look how many fucking videos he's made this year. Are you saying he really does not have time? Just... fucking Jesus Christ. Do your research before you give anyone any money on Patreon. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm not your mother. This man's taking you for a ride. He doesn't know what he's doing. It's been shown in many of the Kiwi Farm stuff that he doesn't know what he's doing. He's doing this just so you all pay him and suck his dick. Maybe not physically, but metaphorically. This is the kind of thing I'd be doing for free. Alright, I'd do this for free on my own time until I had something worth playing before I'd open it up to the world. Because then I'd create a bunch of interests and I could get people to pay for it in early access on Steam or something. And then I could fund proper development. But this person has decided to take it for a ride, take you guys for a ride. He's getting so much money off you. And... oh my god. That's just him saying, I'm going to pocket $3,500 a month. Because that's what I deserve to make a shit game where I don't actually do anything. Fuck you. That's it. Fuck it. He cannot code. It's a bad game. It does not work properly. The Q&E's are wrong fucking way around and you guys are paying him for it.